So I'll put all the 3 beads on my left fishing line like this, okay, this way. And now I'll cross with my right fishing line. So now we are weaving on top of our first row, okay. We are weaving on top of our first row. So now you take your right fishing line and enter your next bead, which is this particular one. Then you pull it out. Now you take your left fishing line again. You pick 2 beads. Then you cross with the second bead. So now we are going to continue with 2 beads until we get to the last bead. You use your right fishing line to enter the next bead. Then you pull it out. Then you use your left fishing line to pick the bead. So you pick 2 beads. Then you cross with the second bead. Then you pull it down. Make sure you are pulling your work very hard so that it will be standing. You enter the next bead with your right fishing line this way. Then you use your left fishing line to pick 2 beads. Then you cross with the second bead. You pull it down. You use your right fishing line to enter the next bead. You pull it out. Then you pull it out. Then you use your left fishing line to pick 2 beads. So we are going to continue this process until we get to the last bead here. So when I get to the last bead, I'll meet you up so that we continue with the process. So when you're on the right track, this is what your work should be looking like. So if your work is not looking like this, meaning there is something wrong, check well and correct it. Okay, so now we are on the last bead. Okay, so I'll just cross with the second bead. So this is what I'm having. Okay, and I'm sure you're also having the same thing. So now we are going to cover this top here. So for us to be able to do so, I'll take my left fishing line and I'll pick 3 beads. Okay, so when I pick 3 beads on my left fishing line, I cross with the 3rd bead with my right fishing line. Okay, so I'll not allow it to stand. I'll allow it to lie on this side like this because I want to cover here. Okay, I want to cover all this side, these 3 and these 3. I want to join them together and cover here. So I'll let it lie down this way and I'll take my right fishing line to enter this next bead. Okay, I'll pull it out and I'll take my left fishing line to pick 2 beads now and I'll cross with the second bead. Okay, this is what I'm having. So in the corner here, I'm going to enter these 2 beads with my right fishing line. Okay, so now I'll use only 1 bead to join these 3 beads together. Okay, these 3 beads. So this is what you should be having. Okay, now I'll use my right fishing line to enter this particular bead again. Then I'll pull it out. So I'll use this same bead, this same fishing line to pick 2 beads. And then I'll cross with the second bead with my right fishing line now. So I'll now enter again with my right fishing line. Then I'll use my left fishing line to pick 2 beads. Then I cross with the second bead with my right fishing line. I'll enter this again with my right fishing line. So now I want to turn again, so I'll use my right fishing line to pick the bead. So I'll cross with the second bead. So at this point the thread is also finished, so I'll bring them together at one point and tie a knot. Okay, so now the thread at one particular point at this corner, so I'll just tie a double knot. This is where I'll use my plier to pull the thread very hard. So I'll go ahead and cut off this excess thread here. Now I'll take a new thread, a new fishing line, then I'll enter anywhere. Now I would like to weave back and forth, or you can still continue going this way, or you can weave just this way. So I would like to go this way. So if I want to go this way, I'll just enter this 2 bead with my fishing line, the new one I have taken. Okay, and the same way, if you want to come back and forth this way, you will have to enter this 2 bead. So let's just go ahead and do it this way until we reach here. So when you insert your new thread into these 2 beads, you take the thread that is to your left fishing line, then you pick 2 beads again, then you cross with your right fishing line on the second bead.